everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Millie, otherwise known as Tally Cross Stitch here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Hi, welcome back to my channel if you are a returning viewer, and welcome too if you are new. It's nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy what you see. Yeah, this is Flosstube number 11, I think. Maybe 12, definitely double figures now. So I'm slowly getting the hang of it, and you'll be happy to know that I finally wrote down details of all my projects on little notey card things, so that I actually know what I'm stitching on, what the fabric is, so I can tell you guys all the information that you want to know. So yeah, I'm slowly getting the hang of this. So today we are going to go through my works in progress. I have 3 projects to show you today. I also have one finish to show you today, and yeah, how exciting is that? I'm also then going to go into my words aren't a thing for me today. You can tell it's Friday. So I'm also going to go and I have a couple mentions, and then I'm going to go into a little bit of life update about me, obviously. So I'm going to go into a little life update about what's gone on over the past month and some exciting news to share with people about cross stitch, about what I've decided to do in some of my spare time. So yeah. I don't think this is going to be too much of a long video like I normally do. I'm hoping I might keep it in the 30 minutes. But you all know me, I'm a rambler. I chat a bunch of rubbish a lot of the time. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Cool, so I'll firstly start with my finish. So I'm going to also say, I'll go into it a little bit about life in my life update anyway. But I'm going to try and do a little less editing with videos because life's going to get very busy in the next couple of weeks. So I want to still be able to do my regular floss tubes, at least try and get one out once a month. I think that's working best for me. That gives me enough time to get some progress in. And yeah, so I've taken a leaf out of Lala D Stitches, Laura. I've taken a little note from her book sort of thing, and she doesn't really edit her videos very much. Like, she adds like a nice little title sequence and stuff, and things like that, but she doesn't add loads of pictures in, and I really like that. I prefer that sort of video, because yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just nice. But so I'm going to try and do that myself. So I have my iPad here ready. You can see glare, you can see my plant. I have my iPad here ready, so we will, I'm going to get things up like that. However, classic me saying I'm all organised, like I'm getting used to this, but clearly not. I have forgotten to airdrop a picture over to my iPad about my finish. So I will include one picture here, and then the rest I'm going to show previews and progress pictures on my iPad. That is the plan. So my finish. I have finally finished the floral wreath that I was doing for a friend of mine, a colleague of mine. So one of her friends has had a baby a few years ago, but due to the pandemic, the christening was delayed a bit. So they had the christening this year. So she wanted me to cross stitch something as a gift for her friend, so I did that for her. So yeah, so I did this floral wreath. Hopefully the picture is right here, my little magic wand. So yeah, so I finished this floral wreath. I loved it. The colours are just amazing. Just the pastels and the way that dark green really hits in it is amazing. Like I just love that colour bouncing off it. So I did this on, I believe it was a mystery Ada in my stash I got from like a Massive Steve stash on Facebook. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think it might have been a 16 count Ada. So feel free if you want to zoom in and tell me whatever, you know, if I'm wrong or if I'm right, then feel free. So yeah, so I did the floral wreath. The design was by Yvonne's Sewing World. I believe I got that right. I shall tag her down below. She's got quite a few lovely designs on her Etsy store. Again, loads of these lovely pastel patterns. I do like pastels. They are like one of my favorites, like sort of block of color, if you know what I mean. And yeah, so I did the wreath, and then I didn't take a picture with the name in it because I wanted to keep that personal. It's personal information I didn't want to share. So after I finished the wreath, I then added the name and date of birth into the middle with the dark green thread as well. So I thought that would pop better and look a lot nicer with that. So yeah, it was a really nice finish. It was really, I really enjoyed it, and I hope that my friend and my friend's friend, my colleague's friend, really likes it for her little girl. So that is my finish. Now we'll go into the whips. So I have, one, no, there is only 3 there. I've got 4 there, but that's because I want to show you something else. So I have 1 new start. No, I don't. I have 2 new starts and 1 whip that I brought out from last year. So without further ado, I have forgotten to unzip 2 of these bags. I do apologise. I'm gonna chuck things down. Right, let's do new starts first. So, new start. This is a different type of kit that I have done before. I'm hoping that didn't just blank out because I had the low power mode thing pop up on my screen. Hopefully that didn't cut me out. If there is a weird cut out, I'll organise it, it's fine. So this is a new project to what I normally do. This is not cross stitch. This is, I'm just calling it embroidery. I don't know if there's any specific name for this because technically it isn't cross stitch embroidery. It's a type of embroidery. I don't know, but I'm just calling this embroidery. Feel free to tell me the real name. Zip. And this is kept in, actually no, I'll show you project bag later because that comes into something else. So when I think I showed this in a haul video. I might have showed it in my last video as a little bit of haul. So this one is, get it out. I've got my little green note that says what I've got. It doesn't say anything on it because it's just a kit and I have literally just wrote kit. I could have actually looked into a bit more detail on the fabric that this is on. And it just says printed fabric, so I have no idea. Right, but this is what I've started. It is vowels, verbs, not verbs. Oh my god, right. It is a really cute sea turtle and it's all embroidery. So it's on a printed fabric. It comes with the skeins that I need, the colours that I need, the floss. And yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. I've only done some of the back stitching so far, and when I say some, very tiny, did a little start on this. So I've done some back stitch, which they say is, so it's not black, it's like a really dark navy. So I've started on a fin and I've started doing the back stitch around there. I haven't really done much else on it. But yeah, so a gorgeous little sea turtle. It is by Hants Stitching, and she's got loads of kits like this. I think she had, was it an ostrich? Yeah, I think she also had like an ostrich one in the store that I got this from up in Aberavon. So it's just half hour out. So it's in Wales and it's just half an hour away from Aberystwyth. And it's gorgeous. It's like so it's from Rosemary's Wool Shop, which is a cute little like wool shop on a corner in the little village and village town. I reckon it's a town. And I walked in there not expecting much because I looked online before I went, and to see what she had in there, thinking, oh, she might have some cross stitch, you know, wool shop. And then I only saw a couple kits on there, and I was like, I don't think I'll go out of my way to go there then. And we ended up walking past anyway. So I said to my partner, I went, oh, can I just pop in? Do you mind if I just pop in? And oh my goodness, like so many cross stitch kits, so many. Loads. She had like Meloka designs, she had Boffy threads, she had some, I'm pretty sure she had some historical sampler company, is that what it's called? The red bag, it comes with like a red bag. She had loads of those. She had cinnamon stitching. Like, oh my goodness. I was like, I said to her, I was like, I'm gonna have to come back without the dogs because it was really hot when we were there. So we were just literally walking down to the sea to cool off and stuff. And so like I was like, I'm gonna have to come back when I haven't got the dogs because it's not very fair to leave them outside with my partner. They're all waiting there for me to finish. So I was like, I can't do that. We need to head on. So I did, and that's when I got this. So I have taken it out of the hoop. I need to start putting it back in nicely. But so this is my start so far. It's a bit creased. I haven't pressed or ironed anything. So this is all printed here, and this is what I've done. I've started some back stitching along that foot flipper. I love it. This is my Aurora needle minder by the Dinky Trinket Company. Sadly, she is no longer trading on Etsy. I say this every time I mention her. I need to go see if she started a website, if she's come off Etsy and moved to a website, because she is like all these needle minders I bought from her are so good. I love them. So yeah, this is one of my new starts. And I'm very excited to see how this goes. I don't think it'll take long. Like that was like 20 minutes. Like not long at all. I keep doing that. I know I do that all the time. And it's because my glasses, I think they're too big. And so like when I move, they just always fall down. And if I look at the camera, I just look really weird. So sorry. Random moment number whatever of this Flosstube already. So yeah, new start number 1. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So we shall pop that back in with all its stuff and the little card that I made that literally just says kit. Just says kit. The whole kit, sorry, zip. Yeah, cool. So I'm going to keep this nearby because I will show that in a bit. New start number 2. So this one I have a picture of because it's in a magazine. Let me get my little green slip out because I wrote this down. So it's in the magazine. So it's in World Cross Stitch magazine. It's issue 246. Quite an old one. I can't remember the year that was. I don't think it said the year. Sometimes, like on the front of the magazine, it will say July 2019 issue. But sometimes it doesn't, and so it just says like issue. So I think this is one of the magazines that just said issue. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that. So yes, I call this the autumn. It's autumn is because that's the main thingy in the middle. But it's by Doreen Jones, World of Cross Stitch magazine, issue 246. It's still in the hoop. I'll quickly get up a picture of what it will look like. Yeah, it just says issue 246. Strange. So I think she's done a couple seasons of these. This is the autumn one. Obviously, autumn is here. It's officially here, and I'm so excited. My cat's on the roof. Sorry. I'm so excited. Like, you know, autumn nails, they're here. Jumpers, they're back. It's raining. Classic England for autumn. Washing's on the line. That's good. Just there's no point. I don't know why I did that, but I'm loving it. Autumn is here, and I'm so excited for it. Don't know if you can tell, but it's my favorite season. Cool. So let's get up the picture. So this is what it will look like. Right, so sadly, and excuse how dirty this cover is, Laura from Laladi, she has like a nice screen on her iPad, like a matte screen, so it doesn't glare. Alas, I do not, so I'm going to try my best. So, ta-da! Oh, look, I did it. Autumn Is by Doreen Jones. Oh my god, it is cute. It is amazing. I can't wait to get further on it. I have started it, but I'm trying to do the really boring bit first. So I'm trying to do this bit here, the circles. I'm trying to just do this block stitching of one colour. It's like 3823, just this nice cream colour. So I'm just trying to get that bit done, but I ran out. So I need to go get some more of that colour. And yeah, that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. And then as well, like once that centre's done, it'll be easier to count and do like the little motifs off the edge. But yeah, and I don't know if you can see, but like we have, oh, I can zoom in, can I? So we've got little dots here and stuff. These are all French knots, but then these big ones and that one there, these are all sequins. At the moment, I don't know about the sequins. I don't like the picture with the sequins. So this is a digital version. It's not like, it's not like a stitched version of it, so you can't see it. Like in the magazine there is a stitched version of it, but it's like over half a page, so it's not doesn't look very great. But it's got sequins. I don't quite like the look of the sequins, so I'm thinking at the moment possibly using beads instead of sequins. I've never beaded before. I think doing a couple on a piece like this will be a good way to start. So yeah. And this is where I am now. I am stitching it on an 18 count. It's called Rustico Ada Oatmeal. Ta-da! Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, so I'm just trying to finish this bit, this bulk bit of cream to go around. And at first I was thinking that's too like pale, and it kind of like, even from afar, I don't know, from afar you can still kind of see it. And I guess it will be surrounded with like the vines of leaves and stuff for colour. But I was paranoid at first that it was too light for the fabric that I've chosen. But actually it looks all right, I think. And I kind of match. Oh, so yeah, that's as far as I've gotten. I'm hoping I need to purchase some more of that colour, and then we will see where we go from there. This is a needle minder from Maloka Designs. So she did a second sale earlier this year, and I got one of her mystery boxes, and this is one of the needle minders that I got with it. And just, you know, it's very like autumnal, is that the word? So yeah, and then this grind guard is by Hants Stitching. I bought this when I went to the Floss Friends retreat. She does have like a little label. I thought it was quite cool and snazzy. What? Bear with. Hants Stitching. Yeah, I bought the grind guard at the Floss Friends retreat back in May. Is it the spring? At their spring one, it was the Royal Retreat. I did a whole floss tube on that 2 floss tubes ago, I think. So yeah, that is new start number 2. I love it. It's going to be amazing, absolutely amazing. And yes, and the only other thing I have wrote on my little card to move out and tell you guys, I am using just normal DMC floss for these. DMC is my go-to. It's just easier to get hold of. I haven't really done any stitching with any fancy flosses or anything like that yet. Again, like I keep saying that I'm new to this, but I've been doing cross stitching for 3 years now, and you'd think by now the fact that I now do Flosstube, I'm on Instagram and things like that, I've seen it all happening. I've seen everyone use all the fancy floss and things like that, but I just haven't myself, you know, stepped that direction yet. I've only just started using linen. And when I say only just started using linen, I've used it twice. And even then, on both of those projects, I have barely stitched on them because there's just other things I'd rather be doing. It sounds so bad. But yeah. Ta-da! Ta-da! That is new start number 2. Put that back in with there, and we can go in there out the way, and you can go down. Okay, so my last whip to show you is a is a whip that I started last year. Sorry, I do apologise. So where's my little green? My little nut, my nut. Okay, so this one is called Hide and Peep. It is what I call pumpkin peeler or peeler pumpkin. I can't remember what I called it last year, but I did a little sow Peter Pumpkin stitch along or something like that with it. I had there was a couple people stitching it at the same time. But this was in the World of Cross Stitch magazine last year, issue 324, and I believe it was the September issue. Again, I need to not to show the pattern. And it's all on one page, so I can show you it in the magazine. So this is the pattern. He is gorgeous. Like, I love Peter Rabbit. I've said this all the time. I've said this a few times in my videos. I love Peter Rabbit. He is such a cutie pie. I collect the Beswick figurines downstairs. Like my father-in-law, he gets me one like every birthday or like once a year for Christmas to build my collection. I just love him. So considering I've got the gorgeous Peter Rabbit, who I love, and then pumpkins, which are my favourite thing this time of year. October, I eat a lot of pumpkins. Pumpkin soup, pumpkin muffins. I've tried making pumpkin pie before. Weren't too keen because it's got like the texture of a custard tart. Or a custard pie. Well, I think custard tart is the term. It's got the texture of a custard tart, and I'm not too keen on that, of like the custard. I love pastry, don't get me wrong, I eat pastry all day, every day. I mean, I don't, but I would. But the texture of the custard and the custard tart, it's just like, no, it just, no, not for me. So when I made the pumpkin pie, it had that same texture, and I couldn't do it. It tasted nice. Oh, the taste was nice. I just couldn't do the texture, you know? And people know, people know. So yes, I started this last year and I love it so much. And I got quite a fair bit of it done last year. I finished Peter Rabbit bar one colour of blue on his jacket, and I finished the watering, most of the watering can. So it's just the pumpkin and the rest of the flower pot to go. So yeah, this one's called Hide and Peep. And I don't know who there is a note in here who the there is no note who actually designed the stitch that I can see so far. Might be on the other page. So yes, that is the design. Get out my iPad again and I'll show you a before picture. I haven't stitched on him since last year, so I just took a picture before I started stitching. Which I guess, yeah, is a before picture, isn't it? Oh dear. 1 second, I'm just going to quickly crop this because there's a bit of pattern at the bottom of that picture. There we go. And done. Okay. What angle? There we go. And that is where I was. So yes, I had a majority of Peter done. I did all the back stitching because I was so excited to see his little cute face. So I did all the back stitching of Peter Rabbit before. I still got all the back stitching everywhere else. But, oh goodness, showing you all my photos then. Hopefully there was nothing wrong there. So, ignore that. So, yes, I still need to do, I'm like blushing now, look at that. I still need to do the pumpkin, finish the thingy, my bob, trying it again, like the first time didn't fail, it's because I'm touching the top. I need to finish the plant pot and just that little colour in there I did for the watering can. So funny. There was nothing there. Cool. So here we go. It's still in hoop. I haven't pressed it. Classic me, you know me. I don't do that. I should, but I don't. This is where we are now. So again, this is on the same Aida as the autumn is. It is the 18 count Rustico Aida oatmeal. I am using DMC threads, and I believe this is a little needle minder from, again, I bought at the Floss Friends retreat back in May, and I bought it from Little Loops Stitching. I bought it from her store, Sammy. And here he is. Oh, he's just such a cutie. So I didn't stitch them for very long, but I have added more of the orange here, and I've started on some of the yellow in the pumpkin here, and I just filled in that one bit of green there. So the watering can is fully finished, and yeah, oh, he's gorgeous. Oh, I love him. I hope to finish him this year, because he'll be a really nice autumn finish. He's so cute. So yeah, that is my last whip. He is going to be so cute when he's finished. I have no idea how I'm going to fully finish him, but he will be fully finished and up next year. So the project bag that I am keeping him in is one of my own. It is a tally cross stitch guinea pig bag. So Sid and Stitch posted a video yesterday, and I think she also mentioned it when she first got the bag. So she did order one of these guinea pig bags for herself, and she also got it personalized on the back with her cross stitch and her Instagram and Flosstube handle on the back as well. So yeah, this is the first one I ever made, so it's not very, it doesn't look very neat. The rest I have made, they look a lot better, but yeah. Cool. So Peter, you can go back in there for now, darling. I may get you out later. It's either you or Autumn is, okay? Oh goodness, I'm going crazy. So, see, I've got all these little cards and I'm not even put them back in where they belong. You go down now, please. And I've also got 2 random skeins here. Oh no, did that come from Peter Rabbit? I think that did. Oh, what did that come from Autumn is? We'll find out later, shall we? Cool. So, that's the whips. Very quickly, while I'm talking about pro whips and stuff, I have decided to sadly UFO 3 things. So I went through all my, I'm just coming up to half hour. There's me thinking that I was going to have a short video. So I went through all my kits recently, my whips recently, and made little cue cards for each one. And as I did so, I was just like, I'm not enjoying that. I don't want to stitch that anymore. And there were 3 things that I decided to stop stitching. So they're here. First one is the Aldi world map. I got this far, not far at all, and I just it's not fun. Like, I love it. It's cute. And I know my partner really wanted me to do it for him. But I think I can find a better world map to do for him. Something a bit more entertaining. Maybe like a black work world map. That would look stunning. I just... no. I'm not feeling it anymore. I'm just not. So, Audi world map, you're done. I'm sorry. I then decided to UFO this Christmas one. It is the printed cross stitch kit I bought from the range last year. I was going to do it for a friend for Christmas last year. Didn't get it finished in time. I can understand why. Because I don't enjoy it. And I think it's because it's a Christmas. What am I chatting? No, it's not because it's Christmas. I love Christmas. I think it's because it's a printed cross stitch kit, not Christmas. I just didn't get on with it. And yeah, again, I just didn't find it fun. So I got this one. I did like all their hair. I started on the red, and that's it. I just wasn't feeling it. So sadly, the 3 gonks are also done. I can't. And then this one is my temperature stitch for this year. I haven't touched it since March. And again, I thought it would look really cool when it was done. And I do like the pattern. I just... no. It's just not me. I don't like it anymore. It's not very fun to stitch. So yes, alas, 2023. You're done for this year, I'm afraid. So I am UFOing those 3, and I do not regret it in any way, shape or form, and I don't think I'm going to pick them up ever again. So alas, but that doesn't mean I'm chucking them or anything like that. Instead, I'm going to shove them in this plastic wallet, and I'm going to hoard them for years to come until I decide, yeah, I'm definitely never going to stitch on those again. In the wallet they go. Okay, that is all my projects that I'm going to talk about. So very quickly, I have one piece of haul. It's just a magazine. It is stretched out. Yeah. It is a cross stitch magazine. It is issue number. It's September 23. They do not have issue numbers, but it's just a September 23 one. And what called me to this magazine is the front cover. As always, that's what they do. You know, that's how they like drag you in. Look at all those dogs. Aren't they cute? God, I know. So if I go in and find it, it is called Perfect Portraits. And they're just so cute. And I'm sat there thinking, right, so I have 2 doggies of my own. I have, oh, he's not there. I have a Sprocker Spaniel, you know, best of both worlds, a mix of a Cocker and a Springer Spaniel. Oh, he's nuts. Gotta love him. And then we've got, and I've also got a Lurcher, so she's a Whippet Cross English Pointer. And so I'm looking at this and I'm trying to think, where can I get these? Where can I include Matu puppies on this? And well, best way to do it is we've got this little guy down here, and if you look closely, there's 2 shades. So both my dogs are black and white. So I'd be able to try and get her to look black and white. I might have to change the background colour here. Maybe like swap that dark blue somewhere. I don't know. I'll have a play. And then up here, I can just literally just change that brown to black, and that will look just like my maxi. So that's why I bought this magazine. Yeah, there is another magazine. I knew there was another one. I have purchased another magazine. Bear with. I have purchased another one because I loved like everything. Was it cross stitch? It was the next cross stitch one. It had, I took a picture of it and I posted it on, while I go to the messenger group, the group chat for that. It is on my list. Wow. What? So I have set up and created a, Flosstube, oh my God, a cross stitch group on Facebook. We are called Hants Stitching. I've mentioned this a few times before on my channel. And we are basically, it's called Hants Stitching because we're based in North Hampshire, and there's a fair few of us now. We meet up once a month. We have a Facebook group, which I will tag down below. Feel free to join. So you are more than welcome to join, even if you don't live in North Hampshire. But it's just, it just means that you might not be able to attend our monthly get-togethers because it'll be too far. But yeah, anyone who wants to join, feel free. I'll leave the link down below. Feel free to join our Facebook group. So I put a picture in this in our group chat. So I'm just gonna very quickly scroll through. That's not gonna do that, is it? I'm gonna have to actually like scroll, aren't I? Oh goodness. How long is this gonna take? Hopefully not too long, because it wasn't too long ago that I bought it. I'm reckoning it's the October 2023. If this is the September 2023, then it will be the October 2023. There's quite a few people that have actually bought this on Instagram and things like that, because it essentially has this, oh, there it is. Huh. Ta-da! Cool, glad I found it. I also bought this magazine because I want to do that fox in the middle. Like, how stunning is that fox? And I believe that's a Stitch Rovia design. I think it's an Emma Condon. It's amazing. And there's just so many other little patterns in this kit, in this magazine, that I wanted. So I also bought that magazine. Cool. Right. So yeah, that's my haul. Random, I know. Oh, nearly 40 minutes. Sorry, guys. I'm nearly done. Right. So we are going to go into life update, and then I have 2 mentions, and then that's it. I'll call it quits there. So life update. Let's start with I'll do my little thing in a minute. Right, so life is okay. So as always, it's busy. You know, I'm doing work, I'm, you know, trying to cross stitch. And then the main thing that's been going on with me recently is, I mentioned in my last video, is my eyesight is still not better. So I am still struggling to see, like my short vision. So I still struggle to read. I'm still struggling to cross stitch. And so many things. I've managed to see a specialist. I've been given eye exercises to try and build up my muscles again. We're still unsure of what happened. Possibly a viral infection that we didn't know I had. Because I did go for bloods on the day that I woke up and my vision wasn't right, but nothing came back. It all came back fine. So they chances are they weren't looking for a viral infection. So yeah, it's hard. It's been very hard because you take, like, even like I'm quite blind. You can see like my eyes are magnified like anything with my normal glasses. So even then I still, you know, I think people just take their eyes for granted, don't they? Like, you just do. And yeah, it's been hard. Say that again. But the specialist basically, because where I'm quite long-sighted, I'm quite blind. My normal prescriptions are these are like a plus 7.5. So it costs me a fortune to get new glasses because I have to get them thinned down quite a lot. Otherwise I'll have quite like magnifying glasses like stuck to my face for me to be able to see. So it costs quite a bit. So the short-term fix for this. You're gonna laugh at me when I do this. Because I laugh at me, like, it's so, yeah, like, so basically, for me to be able to see and read and cross stitch and work and do anything like that, I have to wear a second pair of glasses. So another thingy, hopefully that didn't stop recording again. So I had to wear a second pair of glasses. So this is essentially me when I'm trying. I get called 6 eyes at work now. So so yeah, this is me when I cross stitch now. You know, my 2 pairs of glasses makes my eyes look huge. Just so yeah, that's still an ongoing thing, but you know, hey ho, I could be worse, you know. It could be worse, and that's what you'll keep saying. So yeah, that's still an ongoing thing, but we're working on it. Life is also going to get busy soon as well, because I am starting my 4th year of uni in a couple of weeks' time. So I do uni part-time alongside my full-time job for the majority of the year, essentially. So from October to June, and then I get summer off. And last year was really hard. I really struggled doing both and juggling both. And so I want to be able to, again, so as I mentioned, I want to try and keep these videos so that I don't so I don't like start falling behind on the videos. I love doing my Flosstube and I love doing cross stitching and stuff. So if I can try and, you know, limit the amount of time it takes for me to upload a Flosstube, then that is the best thing for me. So that's why I'm going to try and just include pictures on my iPad and things like that, like Lala D does, like Laura does, and hopefully that will help with that. But yeah, I'm just going to get so busy, and I'm hopefully a little bit more busy with my next thing I want to say. But yeah, so that is essentially my life at the moment. I do have a holiday coming up soon. Very excited. Me and my partner are going away to Egypt for a week, middle of October. So going for his birthday. So I'm looking forward to that. So that'd be quite nice. A well-needed break. So yeah. Cool, right, my exciting news is, so as you know, I have been making some project bags recently. I've been really enjoying getting on the sewing machine. I have made a few now, I've sold a couple as well. And I decided to bite the bullet, and I have created an Etsy store. I'm very excited about it. I've had 1 sale so far, which is 1 more than I thought I'd ever get. But it's crazy, I've started publicizing it since Wednesday, and I've had I've had over 100 people looking at it, which for me, don't get me wrong, just because they're not buying, and not because all of them are buying stuff, it doesn't mean that it's not exciting. I'm just oh my god, people are actually looking at my stuff. So yeah, I have opened an Etsy store. I have 4 types of project bags on there at the moment, and I have a little tote bag as well, which you can go and have a look at. But I have 2 examples of the bags I have for sale with me now. One of which is the one you saw earlier. So it is a fabric project bag, and it's got little bows on it, light blue, and zip again. I do apologise. She says I need to turn it around and actually do it properly. It's got a nice light grey inside. So that is one of my project bags. I love it. It is so cool. And then the other one, my favourite, is this one. Autumn! Well, it's got lots of cute little squirrels and mushrooms, and it's got a gorgeous burgundy colour. And again, on the inside, if I turn it around and actually do it properly, got a nice burgundy on the inside as well. So I have these 2 fabric bags on my store, and again, I can personalize these if anyone did want to purchase them. If you just send me a message on Etsy and just be like, would you please be able to personalize it, I'll happily do so. I need to add that on there actually as a recommend, for people to choose to do. But yeah, I have 2 types of fabric bag. And if you also then go and look on the store, I also have 2 types of sorry if that made a noise. I also have 2 types of vinyl front bags, just like the guinea pig one that I've made, but I have a floral one and I have a sea otter one. So yeah, how exciting is that? I have a hair in my mouth. I'm so sorry. Anyway, it's still there. I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry, language. Oh my god, this one's a mess. I do apologise. So yes, if you would like to go see my Etsy store, that would be great. I would very much appreciate it. Even if you just like have a look, like, and I can like, because I can see how many people have come and had a look. Like, it's really exciting. So yes. How my exciting news is that I have an Etsy store now and it's amazing. So I just want to I'm gonna leave it there because I feel like I'm rambling now. Cool, right, so that is my life update and everything else. So I have 2 mentions. So I've been watching some Flosstubes recently. I've been trying to catch up on a lot of Flosstubes, and the 2 I would like to mention today are I've already mentioned Lala D already, but Laura, Lala D Stitches, I've just caught up on all her Flosstubes, and it seems she's had quite a busy and tough few months. So I'm hoping that I just want to say I hope you're recovering okay, and it's nice to see you back and well and getting back into the routine of Flosstubes again. It's really nice to see you and I'm loving all your projects. Stargazer is looking amazing, can I just say. She will definitely be a finish for you this year, like 100%. And then the next mention, so the last person I also been catching up on again is the Hugo Stitcher. So she's had a few Flosstubes out recently. Again, I've fallen behind a little bit. So I've just caught up with her. Well, I say that, I've just gone onto YouTube and there's another one that she posted like 2 hours ago. So I'll definitely have to go watch that later today and keep myself up to date. But yeah, again, it was lovely catching up with Samantha there as well, Hugo Stitcher. She's got so many amazing projects. I don't know how she does it. It's crazy. So yeah, it was lovely catching up with both of those 2 lovely ladies. And yeah, other than that, I think I'm going to leave it there before I show any more pictures on my iPad, before I say anything else rude that comes out my mouth, before I just lose anything. It is raining again. It is raining and my washing is on the line. So I'm going to go and get my washing back in. And yeah, I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I will see you again soon after my holiday in Egypt, by the sounds of things. I should hopefully get a lot of stitching time there. So perfect. Thanks, guys. I will see you soon. Right, bye.